guys, welcome to our Q&A video. We are on a break right now and happy to answer any of the questions that you guys have put up on our page. Our friend Casey is going to read questions for us, so let's get into it.
Hi guys!
Okay.
First question from Molly Mack. Hi, how's your pillow? Have you eaten any Snickers and have you met anyone hiking with dogs?
All very important questions. I don't like my pillow. I am considering bringing a different one back with me, but haven't decided yet. I have eaten plenty of Snickers. You have also eaten plenty of Snickers.
Yep.
And we see dogs a lot on the weekend with day hikers, so we always know when it's Saturday or Sunday because we see more dogs. Good day.
AT75GB. Not sure where you are, but heard about a lot of snow. How are you going to tackle that, given Jess is extremely graceful 100% of the time?
Well,
yep. So we are going up to the Oregon-Washington border. We're flying out in just a couple of days to Portland, and we're going to start hiking southbound. There's still snow in Oregon, but not anything like the Sierra. So hopefully we're going to be all right there, but that's the plan.
Kathy wants to know, are you ever scared? No one ever talks about that part.
I've been scared a couple of times. I was scared once when there was a lot of wind one night and I woke up because the tent hit me in the face. Just will wake you up. And I spent the rest of the night like this, holding our tent, because I'm just imagining in the middle of, it was in the aqueduct section, just this flat area and the tent collapsing, and it's cold and I think maybe even snowing or rain. It was raining.
It was raining.
Just being stuck outside without a tent. So thankfully our tent, Harriet, is doing well and she survived that, but I was a little bit afraid of what would happen if she broke.
I was very scared of the cows, number one. Number two, one time Jess was out of sight ahead of me and I saw a really big paw print in the trail and I was convinced it was a mountain lion, and I think it was just a dog.
Crisis averted.
Crisis averted. But in that instance, when I saw the first one, I was like, this is a mountain lion. These tracks are not very old, and Jess is up there somewhere, and that's it. It's probably eaten, and that's the end. But it was fine.
Oh.
Natural High. Curious how you decided on your vlog format of commentary, then video. I think it's the best out there, and I've seen a few. Also, what's the minimum sleep you need each night? Thanks. Enjoy your journey. Happy trails.
I follow a couple other like travel vloggers, and they use the kind of recap format to do their vlogs, and I think it's easiest for me to watch and to enjoy. So that's what I wanted to kind of emulate. Is that the word? Yep.
And for sleep, we usually go to bed around when the sun goes down, so around 8 I would say.
9 now.
Maybe. Yeah. And then wake up at 6?
5 or
5:30,
6.
6?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Some
But
nights
what's
we
the
sleep
minimum
better.
you need? That sounds like the maximum.
The minimum?
Well, okay. Thank you for clarifying.
I mean, we don't really ever plan to get less than like 7 hours of sleep. We don't always sleep very well.
I was gonna say, sometimes we don't sleep.
Days we don't sleep well are bad days.
Yeah. There's not really a minimum though. You have to get up the next day anyway. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. We try and get at least 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Lars Peterson. I've just started hiking in the Philly area. How did you guys train for this, and what did you do to start more serious hiking?
Well, if you are from Philly, you can go to Wissahickon, which is a lovely state park.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. You could do a few 10-mile loops there.
Mm-hmm.
What did we do? We did that loop the day before we left for the trail.
Yep.
And we couldn't finish it. We did like 8 miles.
We did nothing.
We didn't do much.
We did nothing
No.
is the answer. We just didn't, I mean, we didn't really even walk Like, I mean, our training period was like the first 2 weeks of being on trail, and I think that's common. So I would say if you are interested in doing longer hikes, I mean, you can do weekend backpacking trips in like central PA. There's a lot of options out there for those. But, you know, you just, at least for us, we just had to get out there and do it, because you're never going to be ready.
Yeah, absolutely.
Robin Brown. You guys always look so happy and look at each other with such sweet smiles. Spill the tea about any times when you get on each other's nerves while you're out there, if there are times. There are times, right? She made that a question at the end.
Yeah, she did.
It's a question.
She really wants there to be problems.
Robin, why do there need to be problems? The only time that we ever have like tension while on trail has to do with hiking speeds.
Have we told you this yet? No.
Oh, this is just over here.
Enjoy.
I think, you know, babe, it's never too late for like to find your calling in life, and I think you missed it as a race walker because Jess is like part cyborg something. I don't know. It's really incredible how fast you can walk and how strong you are and how wonderful.
Do you hear what she's actually saying?
Moral of that, Jess walks way faster than me. And the majority of the time, like, that's fine. But I have dealt with kind of two problems with that for myself. And number one is like my ego of being like, why can I not keep up? Like, I don't want to be faster than you. I just want to be able to keep up. And then the second aspect of that being when Jess gets really far ahead of me, I feel like it's hard for us to be a team because I don't feel like we're like having a shared experience. And you're never more than like 10 to 15 minutes, like at the most, of actual walking speed ahead. Like if you were to stop,
right,
you'd be 10 minutes ahead. Like I would get to you in 10 minutes. But the issue with the trail is you can't see 10 minutes ahead of you. So, you know, there are times when it's half an hour, an hour and a half of not seeing each other. And sometimes that's fine. On days where it's really easy, enjoyable hiking, it's no problem. But on days when I'm struggling, if it's a really big climb or something, we need different things in those moments. Jess just wants to get through it and get them done, whereas I need more support and encouragement. And so for her, she's trying to go and get it done, but I feel like she's not like part of the team with me and like helping me through it. So
yeah,
that's being, I mean, we're working that out.
Takes me a long time to learn those things. I'm pretty selfish, but no, I am, because I will still do it. Like right now, I'm like, yeah, I would still climb that mountain really fast because it's really hard to climb really high and really long.
and
it's a lot easier for me to just do it quickly.
Yeah,
and I will do it quickly and leave you behind.
And it's difficult too because I don't want to ask you. I feel bad being like, slow down and wait for me, like, and walk slowly with me.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. So just trying to find that balance between us still like working together and being a team, and me getting like the encouragement that I'm needing, while still you feeling like you can go hike and, you know, go at the speed that you want to go at.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we're getting better at finding that balance. But other than that, there's not really anything else that we don't get, like, that's been like a constant kind of work through on the trail.
I was hoping there would be tension related to building the tent so I could make a pun about tension. Didn't happen.
good looking out.
Next. Kevin
on.
Hernandez. How hungry do you guys get during your daily hikes? Do you have the hiker scent yet? And do people notice? LOL.
Kevin bought us pizza.
How hungry do you get, babe?
I get hungry. I eat all the time. all the time.
Just turned to me one day after eating like
I may have like cried about
a
it.
small dinner, and was like getting tears in her eyes and was like, sorry, I just don't think I'm ever gonna be full again.
Serious. But we
But
eat
you
a lot.
were.
We eat,
Lo and behold.
yeah. We eat oatmeal for breakfast, 4 snacks a day.
Yeah, and a snack could be like a really big protein bar or like a bag of trail mix, like
Or a Rice Krispie.
or a Rice Krispie.
Yeah.
But 4 big snacks a day.
A lunch, like a carb with something, and dinner.
And then dessert. Chocolate.
That's probably around 4,000 calories, maybe.
Well, we're burning like 3,500 to 4,000 a day.
So maybe it's more than that. I don't know.
So it's got to be at least that.
Do you have the hiker scent yet?
Oh.
I mean, we smell bad all the time.
We don't smell that bad to each other, except for the other day. You told me I smelled worse than normal, which was rude.
It had been a long time since you washed your clothes, and I think that's really what it was. It wasn't you, it was your shirt.
Dylan Freeberg, thank you for sharing your adventure with us. How did you plan your itinerary? Daily mileage, nightly camping, which town stops, etc. And is your plan evolving as you go? How did you plan costs, both prep, gear, and while on trail, and budgeting? And are costs fitting what you planned? And if you are open to sharing, how are you funding this adventure? No worries if you elect not to discuss that third one.
First thing, I didn't plan it.
Step
All right.
1, find yourself a planner.
Check.
I'm gonna try and like summarize this very quickly. The goal is not to hike to Canada. The goal is to hike to the closest town. Towns are normally 2 to 6 days apart. We decide how many days, it's gonna take us to get to that town. 20 miles at the beginning was 2 days. So we said, okay, it's gonna take us 2 days, so let's pack 2 days worth of food. Pack those 2 days worth of food.
Mm-hmm.
We made it to the town, and then we look at the next town, see how many miles it is, see how many days that'll take us,
Yeah.
pack accordingly, and
So-
go to get there.
Very flexible.
Yeah. Other than that, nothing is really planned in advance. We look briefly at certain places where you're going to need to send yourself resupply in advance, which we just did for the first time. Southern California, you don't have to do that in. Town to town, very easy.
How did you plan costs, both prep, gear, and while on trail, and budgeting? And are the costs fitting what you planned?
We used Half Mile Anywhere for a lot of information like that. Right? Halfway Anywhere? Halfway Anywhere.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information about what pass-through hikers have spent, what things generally cost. We just went with that and tried to budget accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
If you are open to sharing, how are you funding this adventure? No worries if you don't elect to answer it.
I had a full-time job for the past 5 years, and we just knew that this was a goal of ours for about 1.5 years before we started, so we started saving for it, and that was it.
We're a bit of aggressive savers, I would say.
Yeah, we saved up as much as we could in order to quit our jobs. So I quit my job. Jess works for herself, so she's just not working right now. And that's it.
But if you want more information on that, there is a blog post about it. You can go to our website.
Yeah,
Finances,
I'll put the
Money Part 1, I think.
Yeah, I'll put the link to that in the description here, where I went into much more detail than I'm sure anyone really wants about the budget. So feel free to give that a skim.
Natural High coming in with question number 2. Wondering if you are following any other hikers on YouTube and who are your favorites?
We haven't been watching much of anything this year because we're out there. We're doing things.
Doing it.
But last year we loved watching everybody else, and the year before.
Yeah.
Probably Jen was probably our favorite.
Yeah, Whimsical Woman.
Starburst.
is her trail name.
Check her out.
She did daily videos last year, and they're really, really great.
Yeah.
So you should look into those.
This year we know of a few others. KDB and Lizzie with the Trek.
Yeah, they're vlogging for the trek.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look
They're
into
pretty
those.
And
Mari Johnson, I think.
Yeah.
Joseph Dowdy? Enjoying your videos. Fun and funny. Have y'all switched packs to compare each other's pack? If so, how does the others compare? Y'all are doing great. Hang in there. Here come the Sierras.
First of all, I'd like to say we are fun and funny.
I agree.
And no, we haven't switched packs. Sarah loves her pack. My pack, I think, is fine, and it hurts my back sometimes. So I think it's just my body. We haven't switched.
You wore my pack one time coming back from the grocery store when we just filled it with food.
I was going to say, there was probably 10 pounds in it.
10 or 12 pounds, yeah, in it. And we walked back. And you said your shoulder was still hurting.
Oh, yeah.
So,
What can you do?
what can you do? But no, I have not worn her pack. I feel like that would be a betrayal to my bag, which is the only bag for me.
Sam Crawford. What do you do for income when you're not hiking? How were you able to take so much time to do the through hike? In parentheses, I'm jealous.
That's another, well, not source of tension yet, but I don't like not making money. We're not making any money right now. So we're just spending it. And it's just going... but no, we saved intentionally for this. We set it aside. So this is what we're doing with it.
Yep.
We've made our choices.
Yeah. Yep. We're trying to stick to a pretty restrictive budget that we set for ourselves. Quit our jobs to do this. So that's how we did it. Just gotta do it.
Just quit.
Just
No
leave
time off if you don't have a job.
it. Accurate.
Fidel Wood. I know that I'm saying that wrong. I apologize. How long have you two been together?
Guys, it's been 6 years yesterday.
Whoop whoop.
Or 2 days ago. I don't know. We didn't do anything. Sarah did get me a card though. And it was nice. I cried a little bit. And then I was like, I didn't get you anything. And that was the end. Yep.
B. Nelson. Hi, Sarah and Jess. It's been an absolute joy following your PCT journey so far. Thank you so much for sharing. I had to click read more. I'm planning to through hike the PCT solo in 2020, and as a queer woman, I'm wondering if you feel like the trail and trail towns have felt safe and accepting towards LGBTQ folks so far.
I would say generally yes. The trail just mirrors the real world. You get a mix of everybody, so there's obviously going to be some differing of opinions.
But we have felt nothing but, friendship and openness from everybody that we've come in contact with. We haven't experienced any negativity or issues with anyone. We've had no problems.
Anna Farrow. How often do you shower? How much weight have you lost? When are you getting engaged? Who would you recommend this type of lifestyle to? What's been the biggest challenge so far?
Hannah, you're just loading it up there. All right.
Hannah, I haven't lost any weight. I've gained 7 pounds. So
7 pounds of muscle. 7 pounds of legs that are basically running you up that hill.
yeah, trying to be grateful about that.
Yeah. I, on the other hand, have lost weight. I lost 15 pounds in the first 2 weeks. I was not feeling good. My body, I think, was just like in shock of what we were doing and wasn't really getting on board with the fact that I needed to eat more food. So just was not feeling it. I've gained the majority of that back, but not all of it.
We shower once every 5 to 10 days.
We shower when we're in town. If it's a town,
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Biggest challenge so far? For me, it's been the snow. Don't like being cold. And I don't like post-holing, and I fell a couple times, and then you feel like it takes all your energy.
Probably the weather has been the most challenging thing because it's just not what we anticipated, so you've really had to adapt to change your expectations.
All about managing expectations.
Manage the expectations, yeah. We're not engaged.
Apparently not on the trail. I was very specific with you. The only thing I got was not on the trail. We are not those people, apparently.
Who would you recommend this type of lifestyle to?
I don't know.
Everyone.
I think my answer is no one. And everybody should just section hike instead, because that makes way more sense than trying to through hike the whole thing. Just do it in pieces.
We meet section hikers on the trail and talk to them. So section hikers are doing exactly that. They're hiking small sections of the trail rather than trying to hike the whole trail in one season. We talk to them, and it just seems like
they're just taking their time,
thing to do.
Having a good go of it, bringing their dog.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems really fun. Through hiking is also great, but yeah, section hiking sounds good.
Do that.
Last question. Are y'all super tan or super dirty?
I think I'm tan.
No, we think we're super tan until we shower.
It's like, yeah. You like feel real good about it, and then you take a shower and you just watch all of your tan fade away down the drain because it's dirt. That's it. Thanks so much, guys, for watching our video. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for following along and for all of the support on this journey.
Yeah, for caring about us.
For caring about us.
It really helps.
Yeah, it is really encouraging and just great to have this community. Thanks again to Casey for reading questions for us for her beautiful house that we are staying in.
And also thanks to her husband, Josh. He's here too.
Josh is somewhere.
Somewhere.
See you guys.
Has the biggest challenge been not being engaged?
No.
No.
Are you stressed out right now? Alright. There you go, Hannah. Thanks for that. Well, thanks for tuning in. I'm so lost right now.
Let's just pause for 10 seconds and you can try that one again.
Alright. Thanks for watching our video.